Start grinding, start putting in the effort and taking action on your goals immediately, now, in the now. If you just take the easy way out of things, you see, here's the problem. Even if it's the okay way out, where it's like you're kind of putting in the effort, it's not going to help you. Okay, like the most difficult way out is 99% of the time going to be technically the best way out. You will end up achieving the most if you take the most difficult way out. And I don't care what other people say. You guys can have your opinions, but that's the simple truth. And people who disagree with that are the people who haven't achieved anything, and unfortunately they're probably not in a good position. They're probably not happy with themselves. They're probably not confident in themselves, and that's the sad truth. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. So if you start actually taking action and putting in the effort immediately and actually taking the difficult way out of things, then you will learn way more things. You will end up achieving way more things. If you want your dream physique, going to the gym and training for an extra 30 minutes, that will you will end up achieving your dream physique if you do that, because you're actually putting in the effort and you're training harder than you did the day before. And not only that, it's about, I've talked about this in my last video. It's also about improving by 1% every single day. If you improve by a certain amount every single day, then that's consistent, and you will end up achieving way more things. I promise you, you will achieve amazing things if you're consistently improving by 1% every single day. Because the thing that people mess up is they'll think like, oh, I can't do this, so I can't be consistent. I can't do this. I can't do that. But then you won't be able to. If you think you can, even if you technically deep down don't think you can, if you start acting confident and start saying you can, then you eventually will believe in yourself and you will think you can, and therefore you will be able to do it, which I know that you want to do it. That's the goal. That's the end goal, right? So why would you not think that way? Because that's the truth. That's how it is. And people who don't put in effort and they're like, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't understand those people. Those people are the ones who end up in a bad position. They aren't proud of themselves and they just keep on complaining. But then it's like they whine about it. They throw a hissy fit on why they haven't achieved anything. And yet it's all their fault. It's literally all their fault. So they end up in this endless loop of being, technically, they don't realize it, but they're actually disappointed in themselves. And they're disappointed in their surroundings as well, not just themselves. So because of that, they don't end up achieving anything and they just continue staying in the same place. And again, I know you guys don't want to do that. So you guys have to actually take action and put in the effort and take risks, okay? Take risks, all right? If you take a whole bunch of risks and do sacrifices, that's another thing I actually haven't talked about. That will also get you to achieve your goal, because it's risky, it's risky, it's risky. Well, here's the thing. You only get one shot at this. You only get one life. So if you take the bigger risk, then more interesting things will happen. Now, that doesn't mean being like, reckless. I'm not talking in that sort of saying, but like, if you start taking action and being, taking risks, like interesting risks that will actually make your life interesting. When you watch a movie, they have to take a risk. Something interesting has to happen, right? If they don't take a risk, the movie is usually bad, especially in the action movies, right? Something risky has to happen. Well, think of your life as a movie. If you don't end up taking risks and taking action on your goals and doing something interesting, then your life won't become interesting and your movie won't become interesting. Okay, so what do you want to do? You have to start doing that, and then your life will actually improve, and you'll end up in a good situation, a good position. You'll have amazing things happen. You'll achieve all of your goals. Okay, so if you believe in yourself that you can achieve all of your goals, then you will end up achieving your goals. And because of that, you will actually enjoy the process towards achieving them. But you have to fully believe. I fully believe that I will end up achieving all my goals when I'm older. And because of that, I do enjoy the process for a fact. And I love, putting in the effort and putting in the consistency and the discipline. And most people don't like that. But why? Because they don't actually believe that they can go out and go achieve their goals. If you believe in yourself, then the discipline becomes easy, because you already know what amazing life is ahead of you. You already know the amazing things that are going to happen ahead of you. So you have to think that way. Otherwise, you will not have, obviously you won't have confidence. You won't believe in yourself. You'll end up having even more self-doubt. Because of not having that, you will not end up putting in the effort, because you won't have anything to be excited about. You have to know and believe that you will end up achieving your goals, then you will be excited about it, and then therefore you will end up putting in more effort. So that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I again thank you guys so much for the support on the shorts. I've really been getting a lot of views. For some reason, the push-up videos are an exception. I don't know why, but for some reason, I post a video of a push-up or whatever, and I spend 3 hours editing it, and for some reason, it only gets like 10 views. But I do a video about curls, and I get, I get like over 1,000 views. I don't know why that is, but other than that, that's about it. Thanks for watching.